Chronixx pressing pedal to floor in 2017. The likes singer busied beyond Jamaica from February. 2 US tours, 86 dates, including 16 in Europe and 2 in Israel. Also joining Nas and Lauryn Hill on the Powernomics tour.
Show some love to these beautiful souls.
Peace, we love you.
Success don't come overnight.
Doing it for the love, of course, but Chronixx also building his international brand since, as he himself points out, no living Jamaican is currently the world's top reggae artist.
A Jamaican artist is going to someday become the top reggae artist in the world, because it's not like that right now, honestly. And most of us live in our little island paradise and don't realize what's happening to the actual wealth of the paradise.
The singer this week announcing Caribbean dates for his Chronology live tour, culminating with shows in Jamaica, Mass Camp December 1 and Pier 1 in Montego Bay December 2. The location suggesting an expectation of much bigger turnouts than his more intimate but loss-making Captureland series in 2015 and 2016. And Chronixx now with a well-received album to promote, featuring the hugely popular Like single. Quenching his fans' musical thirst, also making for an accommodation with sales of beer and wine, a first for a Chronixx gig. And never mind that his sponsor is a distilled water, which he says he doesn't drink.
Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty and Pride Celestia.
Chronixx, a high-minded lyricist, but also a millennial Rastaman, with bills to pay like everyone else.
Look at it this way. I couldn't bother. Yeah, I couldn't bother. So me deal with the cultural people and make everybody else deal with themselves.
The outspoken singer at a media briefing this week, sharply critical of corporate Jamaica vis-a-vis how it engages with recording artists.
You find that whenever reggae music gets a break on the international stage, it is always based on efforts from the hip-hop music industry or the popular music, the pop music industry and these larger recording companies. Whenever there's a festival in America, it's not just the labels and the booking agencies that do it. You talk about Verizon, Sprint, all of these people invest. You know what I mean? Jay-Z's album sell platinum because Sprint was on board and made sure that it was a part, the sales and everything get tied in with the move of their products as well, because of course Jay-Z can help them to move products. So they cooperate with him.
So Jamaica and Jamaican artists have been bypassed by the business world in terms
of course, big time.
And why is that?
Big time. Alright, which company in Jamaica ever commissioned the making of a movie? Which Digicel or any one of them? None of them. None of them. Which one of them ever build a recording studio? None of them. Red Bull build studios across the world. You know what I mean? None of them company where make all of the poisonous drinks them and them thing there. They now make up back feet by inputting the culture. So it's like they neglect their moral responsibility, and that's just the truth. That's not me trying to blame anybody because I'm good.
You're saying that reggae bands and reggae groups abroad who are generating the sort of crowds and moving that product have sort of commercial commitments that allow them to do that? Or do they put in the sort of hard work that a lot of other people
are putting in? A lot of, I must say, you can't underplay the amount of work that these people do. You have some of these people have been touring for 10 years, and the first 5 years they had to tour in one minivan. And then in the 7th year they move up to a bigger van. Now, them, you know what I mean, they're moving hundreds of thousands of copies of records.
Is there a lesson there for a lot of Jamaican artists who need to do the same thing?
Yeah,
isn't that what you're doing right now?
You know, you see, Jamaica is a small planet, so it's easy to feel like a big and truly. Sometimes humility play a great role in longevity. Like if you're trying to do it for the long term, don't waste your resources on pretending to be rich or pretending to be fly. Use your resources to support your own career, because you're not going to get that support from anyone else here.
And Chronixx with candid comments about the fractured dancehall scene, first generation vendetta and unruly separate camps that sometimes lock horns.
Is it hard to steer clear of all that and still work with the people you want to work with and not get drawn into the drama?
Well, let me tell you, it's really the media who perpetrate all of these clips. Because listen, the artists them know say if them feel them stay more relevant. Now, I'm suggesting to these same artists, Popcaan, Alkaline, all of them, you know what I mean, with VYBZ KARTEL being the head of it, because, you know what I mean, any one of these young DJ who don't acknowledge VYBZ KARTEL as the head of them thing is like, what are you doing? You're trying to fool yourself, you know what I mean? So, all of them, I think, because it's Protege who bring me on stage, Protege who bring me on tour, I bring Protege on tour, I bring Protege on stage, bring each other, don't fight each other. Like, it don't have to be a crab in a barrel thing. Like, Popcaan not going to be any less big if Alkaline is big. And you know what I mean? The more them man they get big is the more evident it get that VYBZ KARTEL is the general. Just like when VYBZ KARTEL and Mavado get big, it make it clearer that a bounty killer the general. And when bounty killer get big, it make it clear say, yo, the whole of the man them before him, the general.
It makes sense, but just to be clear, if Popcaan or Idonia has a problem with Alkaline, and that becomes
Popcaan,
an issue.
yeah, they don't
hold
have
on.
a problem with each other. That is joking. Them man they don't know them man in it. Really. They don't even know them
So
man
that's
in
a media construct.
Them think they are media construct and strategy to stay relevant. Like them man ain't no problem. What them really have with each other? No. Not more than it's just I see humans are inherently a little bit territorial. Just like all of the other animals in the animal kingdom. That's one thing we share in common with dogs and everything. And lion and goats and everything. We like we little area and with space. And you see because Jamaica small, the man them feel like that Jamaica is just the 3 million Jamaican people in Jamaica. But Jamaica is now a consciousness and a global entity where there are so many people in the world that can participate in it, and it needs to have a lot of people participating in that global movement of culture and all of these things. Now one man can design clothes for this, can manage, and every time a one man tries to be the sole monopoly, it always crash the whole thing because no one star can do this.
It's a long race. Your fellow traveler Dre Island seems to have joined the unruly camp, and he doesn't really seem to have a problem. He's coming out and acknowledging that, well, you know, Popcaan is the leader of that camp, and he's absolutely fully committed and loyal.
Popcaan and Dre are friends. Them are brethren. Like, you don't know what it is like to have a brethren. You have to support your friend. That's what friendship is about. That's what you have to support your brethren. But I'm saying don't make it become too tribalistic, where we can't acknowledge say, yo, but me and Dre Island and Popcaan we could have passed with brother when you look one way. All we look the same way and the Cartel and Alkaline come like twin when you check it. Then everything them do alike.
Any one of these people in either camp, you would be on stage with them, you would be doing a song with them, and you wouldn't have a problem with that.
See a word because and in a musical setting, of course, I'm a musician. You know, and that's what music is about. Like if we can make the music out of Jamaica be more uplifting and more conscious, then everybody is invited. But the crab in a barrel thing, we can't go down in another barrel, none at all. Me definitely not interested in another barrel, none at all.
Next week, Chronixx on his album Chronology, and why he's not the reggae new wave's superhero.
Me no wanna media that interpret me wrong.